New videos every day.
Welcome to the Meerkat Morning Show. I'm Meera.
That's Meera.
Awkward long pause there. Should I do that again?
Yeah, it was really funny. I mean, go ahead and restart, but we would probably use that as a blooper. It was really funny. Just welcome to the Meerkat Morning Show.
Welcome to the Meerkat Morning Show. I'm Meera.
I'm always making a face when you start. Okay. Like, my mouth is open because I didn't know. Maybe we should have a code word before we start, like, get
banana.
Your shit together. Oh, banana. Get your shit together.
Welcome to the Meerkat Morning Show. I'm Meera.
And I'm Katrina.
And today we're talking about
hot, naked chicks.
Yeah.
So as many of you have probably recently heard, there was a big ordeal, a scandal, where a hacker broke into some private accounts of some hot naked chicks, some lovely female celebrities, and took photographs that they had no rights to view or to take and made them public on the web for other people to view.
Yeah, so you've probably heard about Jennifer Lawrence and Kate Upton. They both had photos that were stolen from their personal iCloud accounts, which iCloud, is sort of an online cloud of all your photos and whatever other documents and stuff that you want to save. But I think it really brings up a larger issue, which is there's so much information on the internet these days. And even if you're on Facebook, you may have photos and think that they're secure based on your privacy settings, but a lot of that information is still out there and really accessible. So from our standpoint, I think it really resonates because, you can probably relate as well. Like, how do you protect your images and your identity online?
So one thing, a detail that was mentioned, not only were these images from private accounts of these celebrities, including Jennifer Lawrence and Kate Upton, but also some of them had already been deleted. So they were in the trash files of the backup folders of this, iCloud technical support software. And what I think, like you're saying, what this really asks is there's such a high premium on the ability to see nude celebrities that someone has bothered to put in the effort to dig them up and find them. And what does that say about our culture and about our culture's pursuit of nudity and about our culture's pursuit of nudity without consent?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's really boils down to the whole thing of nudity versus sexuality. And it's like, we all get naked. I mean, I hope you get naked and take a shower every day, or at least every other day. But who has the right to come into the bathroom while you're taking a shower and steal those photos? Take that, opportunity to really violate your inner privacy. And I just think it's really unfortunate that somebody felt like they wanted to really step over the legal and also just personal boundaries of these people to steal their information and steal photos of them that are incredibly private.
It's absolutely a violation. And I think it's interesting and somewhat disturbing. I'm not sure if you heard the tidbit about there was a group on Reddit. Are you familiar with Reddit?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if the group existed before this incident or it's been shut down now, and it was referred to as the Fappening. So this leaking or exposure of all these attractive nude celebrity females. Were there any males that you're aware of? I kind of wonder.
I don't know. Why was it only girls?
Yeah, we want to know. So there was a group dedicated to publicly reposting these images. And again, to me, there's just something really questionable about being sexually stimulated by material that was not consentfully obtained.
Well, not only that, but when you're saying it was probably only girls that really got publicized, it's like, what is this objectification obsession with our society? Yes, there's so many beautiful things out there in the world, but why is it just the female body that really becomes a premium on these target lists?
And then again, what kind of feedback is put back on these women, whether or not their titles or their names are shamed because they have evidence that at one time or another, for some level of their intimate circle, they remove their clothing.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I think it also kind of brings up the whole Facebook thing. I know recently people have been talking about the Facebook Messenger app and being afraid that, basically the app can turn on your camera when
I'm afraid of that.
asleep or have your phone turned off. And, how do we really control our what goes out into the information world, like control our lives and that information when we live in such an information abundant society?
We carry cameras, we carry voice recorders, and some of the applications may well have the rights to activate both the cameras and the recording technology without our consent.
I don't know. I think that might be taking it too far. For me personally, I don't try and go too Big Brother. I know that a lot of these apps ask for a lot of permissions that seem a little bit outside of the box of what they absolutely need to operate. But I don't think Facebook is like going in there and like turning on your camera while you're sleeping and like peeking around your room. Do you?
Well, I think that the way that I kind of address that is, I think yes. I think lots of apps, I think that lots of avenues have the full ability to get into our phones that way. But I feel like my safety blanket is knowing that my life is so boring, that this is all going to get lost in an amount of mass data, just like recorded phone calls, just like recorded text messages. There are people who have the ability to pull these out of the air. Luckily, again, my life is boring enough that I think it'll all get lost in mass data, which is, again, something these celebrities cannot be afforded because their names are so big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a good point, is hopefully, everything just kind of gets averaged out. But when somebody does really hone in or find some lucrative information that they want to share with the world, there's nothing really stopping them from doing that. If they have the technological skills to get into that level, they could do a lot. So I know that actually this brings up the thing, there was a child monitoring system. So parents would have like little TV monitors that they would set next to their child's bed. And an outside person was able to hack into these monitors and basically talk to the children and watch them. Yeah, so I just think that we live in a society where we're at the cusp of all these really amazing inventions that really help us live more efficient lives and give us all this freedom.
But there's a super creepy flip side.
Yeah, there is. So I just ask you and ask each other, how can we move forward in the society and leverage this technology to really make some great advances, but also still be respectful and mindful of the people that live on the other side of them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's, again, just time to have more conversations about what's morally and ethically appropriate, and if nothing else, just kind of an appeal for that respect just from one person to the other. And I can't help but wonder, granted, I can understand some motivations of, whoever is exploiting these opportunities, but at the same time, why? Why?
Yeah, what do you benefit? Now you think you're the big all-star because you're able to find those images? Good for you. Thanks for being rude.
Yeah, I hope you made a lot of people cry over that. That's, well, granted, in a lot of...
Yeah, no, I think it's true. It's our bodies are ours and it's not yours to take away. So please respect our space.
On behalf of hot naked chicks everywhere.
And if you're lucky enough to be in front of one, just enjoy it. Don't pick out your phone and take a photo. And this is probably also
without consent.
A PSA, a public service announcement to those of you that, are thinking about doing some more risque, fun little sending Snapchats and stuff to each other. Don't take nude photos. Don't put anything out there that may come back to haunt you. Don't even document it, because as we go to show, in today's society, if somebody wants to root around for that information, they're going to find it. So hopefully it won't come back to haunt you.
So remember, we're all in this together.
So remember, take care of yourselves.
And take care of each other.
Yay, can we do that again?
Yeah.
So remember, we're all in this together. So take care of yourselves.
And take care of each other.
Blessings.